She was born Destiny Hope, but her folks called her Smiley, then shortened it to Miley. And now, if you're a kid, or you have a kid, you know her name. Miley Cyrus. Her concert tour is a hotter ticket than the Rolling Stones. Her concert movie made $29 million in one weekend. And her Disney Channel TV show has, in just 2 years, become a kid classic and any parent's antidote for the current crop of teen train wrecks.
Honey, what happened?
Hannah Montana happened.
The premise of Hannah Montana is a tweenie bopper's dream. Miley is average and brunette by day.
Once people know I'm Hannah, they won't treat me this thing.
Hannah is famous and blonde by night. Two girls in one. Her father is country star Miley Cyrus, and long before he kicked up his heels on Dancing with the Stars, he had America boot-scooting across the dance floor. But the Nashville establishment labeled him and his mullet a one-hit wonder, effectively crushing his achy-breaky heart. He retreated to a 500-acre Tennessee ranch, started a second family with wife Letitia, and took to raising 6 kids and a few horses. Billy Ray got the Hollywood call first, but his cable show, Doc, is now most famous for introducing a little gal who wouldn't stay out of Daddy's spotlight. You can reach down deep inside. Billy Ray never seemed to mind. His little sprite of a daughter had to perform.
I love rock and roll.
This is the audition that got her picked from over 1,000 others to play the role of Hannah.
So come and take some time and dance with me. Ow!
Her father is also cast as, well, her father.
I have to wonder if this way's too big to ride.
Mix it all together, sell a few million records, some as Miley, some as Hannah, and you create a slightly schizophrenic phenomenon.
I might even be a rock star if you only knew the real me.
So, Tisha, you strict?
Oh, gosh, I don't know if I would say I'm, like, really, really strict, but I definitely...
Letitia Cyrus is Miley's mom and manager. She travels with Miley, and she makes the rules. Did you know when she was, growing up that this child was going to be a star?
I think I did.
You did?
I mean, from the time she was 2 and 3 years old, she would stand at Billy Ray's dad's house on the stairs and sing Tomorrow at the top of her lungs.
And did you say, oh, no?
I did. And, like, even Billy Ray was like, yes, 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 I love it. She's adorable. Let her do, I was just like, and I told Miley, I'm just like, honey, you've got your whole life to do this. Yeah. Stay in school, go to prom, But that's not what she wanted, so.
There we are.
Here we are.
You're 15 years old. Do you ever rebel?
Not usually.
Miley just turned 15 and lives with their whole family in Los Angeles now. They're very close, but Miley gets her own wing of the house, which I guess you could say gives her the best of both worlds. You have a separate wing here in your parents' house.
Yeah.
You had a separate entrance. Your mother locked the door.
My mom locked it. And the other day, we were, when we were coming in from tour, she unlocked it for like 5 seconds. I was like, please keep it unlocked. Nope, because I was going in and out too much and I got the carpet dirty.
So she locks the door and that's that?
She locked the door and that's it. And I don't even know where the key is.
Are you on an allowance?
I had lost my, when I had a credit card type thing, I had lost it. And so now I guess I'm paying for it because I'm with my mom all the time. But it's okay because we're always together and I don't really, get to go out and do the shopping thing that much without my parents anyway, so it's all right.
Your clothes are wonderful.
Thank you.
Your outfit today, the whole number with the purple boots, it's terrific.
Thanks.
Do you get to keep your own clothes that you wear?
Sometimes I get to keep them. I get lucky with the outfit that I have today because I get to keep it. But sometimes, no. Sometimes, it'll be like my favorite thing. I'm like, I want to keep it, but you can't.
You're the biggest star and you have to give your clothes back.
I know. I know.
Why do you think that young people in particular, but everyone, is so fascinated with Hannah Montana?
Well, basically, it all starts from the root of it, which is the show. And that's showing, a normal girl that also is, has this huge dream and she's getting to live it.
It's the reality and the dream.
Yeah, for sure. And everyone has that. I think, no matter whether it's for singing or acting or whatever you want to do. You know, everyone has that dream that they want to go for.
In Hannah Montana, you had to audition your father to play your father on the series. Did you ever think of saying, thumbs down?
Well, we were making jokes like the whole ride there. I was like, Dad, do you want the job? And then he was like, okay, Miley, let's think about it. It doesn't really come to you, which was so funny. But it was really weird because, you know, my dad comes in and then another guy and then another guy. And you're like, that's so weird because you couldn't really, you know, you can't play favorites, you know, with like the other guys. You can't act like you're going to, you know, one-up them because he's your dad. But it's like, duh, it's my dad. I was on YouTube the other day and someone had my audition tape. And I was like, whoa, that's so weird that you could like find that. Anyone can look at it. So I was watching the audition tape of me and my dad together. And it was just so funny because it's the same then as it is now. We still do the same stuff, which is so cool.
Did your father want you to go into this business? I mean, he had huge success and he had the years of not being successful. It's a tough business.
He was, you know, always telling me, he was like, Hollywood's a heartbreak waiting to happen. You know, don't put yourself in that. If you're, you know, you're not ready. I don't want to see my little girl. And I think it was more kind of for him. He didn't want to see his little girl, you know, crying and upset. But every time I got knocked down, I would want to get back up again.
Miley, you're living here in California. You're 15 years old. You pick up the papers, and every day, practically, you read about another young star, some of whom were Disney stars. How can you be certain that what happened to Britney and Lindsay and Jamie Lynn Spears won't happen to you? What will be the difference?
For me, as I know that some people don't have a family to fall back on like I have, and that's when something greater than even that comes in, and that's faith, and that's what I have. For me, is that's what keeps me strong. And I think a lot of these people, you know, do have Christian families, and they're just, you know, not seeing that they're so much greater than the materialistic things that are there right now, like, you know, going out in the parties and whatever. But the people that are the ones you want to hold on to are the people that tell you the truth, and that's your family that sometimes, you know, can be a little bit harsh and can, you know, say things that have to be honest, and that can hurt sometimes.
What do you think about Jamie Lynn Spears? I mean, she's pregnant, she's only 16. Can you imagine that?
No, and I think, you know, it's definitely hard when, you know, it's like your friends. Jamie Lynn is, you know, a friend of mine, but also I know how strong she is as a person. I just think it's, you know, pretty cool that she stepped away, because that's what I would have to do.
You know Jamie Lynn Spears?
Mm-hmm. I know basically all of those girls, and which is, you know, really crazy to see that. But my main goal for me is the reason that I also feel pretty confident that I won't end up like that is because I can go out there and, you know, be more of a light to them and make them want to live the way that I, you know, long to live.
Your birth name is Destiny Hope. What's your destiny?
The reason my dad named me Destiny Hope in the first place was he always said it was my destiny to bring hope. And I think that's kind of the same thing that I want to do. There's been so many people that have come up to me at, you know, our shows and say, okay, the hour that we're watching your shows are the times that my kids are happiest. They're smiling, they're laughing, and that is what I long to do, is to be the person that you can open up a magazine and see my face, and there'll be something, you know, there'll be a quote that's so positive, and that will be like, okay, I'm having a hard day today, and what Miley said will get me through it. And so that's what my destiny is.